and across the globe. Welcome to Real Talk Corner. Adasa, how are you?
Hi, I am fine, thank you. How are you, Esther?
Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago, and across the globe. Welcome to Real Talk Corner. Adasa, how are you?
Hi, I am fine, thank you. How are you, Esther?
Trinidad and Tobago on this beautiful Tuesday evening. And it is what day, people? It's the seventh day in the seventh month in the year 2026. What a beautiful Tuesday it has been. Welcome to Real Talk, where conversation sparks change and every voice matters. And today we have a really good lined up. And the topic for this evening is follow the money, face the truth. Who benefits when systems fail? I am your host, Dr. Esther Cruickshank, live coming from Shoguners. Listen, I am in a good mood, even though I'm tired. I'm feeling exhausted. I had a very long day, people. So let me take this opportunity to welcome all our viewers of Real Talk Corner, all our friends, all our, supporters. Yes, who are rooting for us. And yes, the topic today, we have had so much happening in Trinidad and Tobago. Follow the money, face the truth. Who benefits when systems fail? And this is very important, very, very important. And when I talk about follow the money, you all know we had the issue with the 2 million cash seizure to CARICOM leadership. Trinidad and Tobago must ask the hard question. This is Trinidad and Tobago, people. And you know what? We must ask ourselves this question. The PNM's hypocrisy, crime, national security, the 1% issue, and the Prime Minister's regional leadership, which is the best thing that is happening without sounding, as though we fake. We have to ask these questions. It is important for us to find out. Trinidad and Tobago citizens, we just stay quiet on these topics. It's as though we afraid the PNM leadership. No, we're not afraid of them. We mustn't act. They just be asking questions. Penny asking questions, and I want to talk about that. I have none of my co-hosts is here with me tonight. Right? I want to say good night to Mr. Kanhai. I want to say good night to my beautiful Hadassah, who are not on tonight with me, but you all know I just do my thing because these are important things that we need to talk about. Okay, and we're going to talk about it. The 2 million airport issue. What you all think about that? Tell me. NCB Merchant Bank, Trinidad and Tobago, later said the shipment was legitimate. All right. Belonged to the bank and was part of an ordinary business transaction between regulated financial institutions. However, the same Guardian report says the money was seized after Customs and Excise officials cited transactional and accountability deficiency. So what does that mean? Everybody want to nap on the gum, right? But tonight we're going to talk about it. If it was me, I would have been locked up. You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't stand a chance. And I am not here to convict anyone on air, but I am here to ask why $2 million in physical cash could be moving through our airport in a white crocus bag. All you don't find that fishy, but you say you find that was fishy. And why the public had to hear about it. Hear about transactional and accountability deficiencies before anyone felt compelled to explain. In a country crying out for foreign exchange, we want to travel. You know what the bank telling you? you could only get $100. People like me, $100 every day. If you want to travel next 2 months and you want a certain amount of money counted by every day, and you have to reach early, and some days you're still not getting that $100, right? Why we have to hear about that in a country where we don't have foreign exchange, they say, transparency and financial accountability? This matter cannot be brushed aside. No. And where was the voice of Penny and all the others? Listen to me now. The PNM wants to lecture the country and lecture my government, who is in power. No, but many of the broken systems now being exposed were allowed to go under their watch, under the PNM watch. The PNM cannot behave as though Trinidad and Tobago became lawless yesterday. No, the systems of weak oversight, criminal confidence, the criminals are confident in performing their criminal activity, financial opacity, and elite protection did not fall from the sky, people. They were cultivated over years, and we're talking about sins in Dr. Eric Williams' time. So when the PNM speaks tonight, I want them to answer one question. Who benefited when the systems were weak? You think that cockroach bag of million of US dollars was now happening? That happening all the time. But thank God for our Prime Minister and her team for strengthening. You see, you only think nothing is happening. But our Prime Minister is working and her team to regulate this country and to bring law back into this lawless country. When she speaks these things, the PNM does want to jump up and talk. But listen to me. There is a selective outrage all the time. Penny and them does only want to talk. The airport cash. Who signed off on the movement of this money? What checks were done? Why was it flagged? If it was always transparency, if everything was proper, why was it seized? And if it was not proper, how many times has this happened before without being caught? All your citizens of Trinidad and Tobago ask these questions from me now. You all are being blinded for certain things. You all are being quiet. The same PNM that presided over years of rising fear, crime, distrust, and institutional weakness now wants to present itself as the guardian of democracy. Who the hell is Penny and all of them to be questioning our Prime Minister and our government, our sitting government, when they are the one who has brought this country to where it is? But where was that moral voice when the ordinary citizens were crying out? Be careful, people. All you be careful. Watch what is going on, you know. Watch what is going on. They talk about the assassination of our Prime Minister. Now, I don't want to talk too much, you know, but remember last week I talked about praying for our Attorney General, praying for our Prime Minister. These are important people who are making the right decision for this country, but you have people who want to take them out, because they don't want the realness. They don't want law. This country, when the Prime Minister say we are a bunch of lawless people, the PNM leaders, they kick up and they say all what they want to say, which I don't care. We must not. I am not here to convict anyone, you know, without evidence. But neither must we pretend that wealth places anyone above investigation. That is what went on under the PNM. You have money. I said it last week. Money talks, bullshit walks. Due process must apply to all, every citizen. And that is what our Prime Minister is saying. But accountability must also apply to all. If it was me or you who looking at this, because them ain't looking at us, you would have known the difference. Prime Minister Kamala is in St. Lucia right now. This is a good thing. The ministry says the Prime Minister is using the CARICOM meeting to advance regional and national issues, including regional health care corporation. I saw she put it out on her page. Access to Trinidad and Tobago's National Prosthetic Center. She is offering an olive branch to the Caribbean countries to come to Trinidad. Access to Trinidad and Tobago National Prosthetic Center. Better cargo and ferry movement to help reduce the cost of living, and stronger cooperation on cybercrime, financial crime, transactional, organized crime, and intelligence sharing. Isn't that a great intelligent prime minister? I wish the rest of the Caribbean will be so cooperative. The Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs. Listen, while some are busy trying to reduce politics to noise, the Prime Minister is in St. Lucia, placing Trinidad and Tobago back at the center of serious regional leadership. There was a time when I don't even want to say there was serious regional leadership, because since in Dr. Eric Williams' time, we have always had issues because of the noise that they would make, the statements that they would have made to allow our CARICOM brothers and sisters to feel slighted and to start to develop hate within them. Not our Prime Minister, Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar. No, she go out there and she's placing Trinidad and Tobago back at the center of serious regional leadership, serious healthcare, regional healthcare, food security, transport, financial crime, cyber crime, and organized crime. That is not small politics. What we call that? That is governance. Even the CARICOM Secretary General issue. Yeah? We heard, I don't have to go into all the detail, but Trinidad and Tobago maintained its objection to the process used in the reappointment of the CARICOM Secretary General. CARICOM has now agreed to begin proceeding to seek an advisory opinion from the Caribbean Court of Justice, while the current status quo remains until the advisory opinion is considered. When our Prime Minister made the comment, everybody jumped out the box and was talking a pack of foolishness, all those influencers. I ain't calling no name on my program because they're not important, but they know themselves. Everything our Prime Minister do, they have a problem. They have a serious problem. If she wear a nice outfit, they have a problem. If she don't wear a nice outfit, they have a problem. The woman don't bother with you all. Why you all bothered? And is it foolishness? Nothing constructive. Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar did not go to St. Lucia to bow. She went to stand. Somebody talked about, I was reading it on Facebook, about everybody walking about and she's sitting down. You have a problem with the woman sitting down to greet people? Well, then you go and stand up. I saw it had other people sitting down, right? And they know themselves. The woman sit down, they have a problem. If she walk with a bench, they have a problem. If she walk with a stick, they go have a problem too. Whatever our Prime Minister do, a lot of them have problem. Who supports the PNM? But I am here to tell you all, mind all your business. Drink some water and mind all your business now. Because nothing that our Prime Minister is doing, those of you who are abroad and here and only bumping all your gum, all you try all your best now. Leave the woman to run this country. She is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And her team, they are working very hard. This is not isolation, you know. This is a mature regional accountability. When she decide that, yes, we're going to work together. She made her statement. She disagreed to agree. Trinidad and Tobago, let us not be fooled. When the US $2 million in cash is found moving through our airport, packed in a white caucus bag, and heading to Miami, we must ask, what is really happening in this country? That's the question they should be asking. Who controls the money? Who benefits from weak systems? And why is it that when poor people are investigated, nobody cries foul? But when the big names and the big money come under scrutiny, suddenly the whole country must pause. Yeah? Where is the PNM voice? Where is the political leader of the opposition? Where is what is called them? The chief whip? Chief whip. Yeah, where's all of them? Where's the voice? But tonight I want us to follow the money, face the truth, and examine the hypocrisy of those who had years to fix this country, but now want to lecture the nation from the opposition bench. We don't want to hear you all. We don't want to hear all you. For 10 years, you all did what you did. Nobody told you all anything. And while they make the noise, our Honorable Prime Minister, Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar, SCMP, is in St. Lucia at CARICOM, placing Trinidad and Tobago in the center of regional discussion. And I said it before, healthcare, cost of living, security, financial, crime, and governance. That is what you call leadership. That is representation. That is a prime minister who understands that Trinidad and Tobago must not only speak at home, but must stand strong in the Caribbean. Is that what Penny and them doing? You all remember when we won and the issue with Venezuela. I see some kind of foolishness they put there because our prime minister offer her help and they say how Delcy thank everybody except Trinidad. My prime minister don't need no thanking. Or when she do something, she does it from her heart and she ain't looking for nobody to thank her. It's all about people. It's about humanity. And she will always give to those who she can give to. She ain't looking for nobody to thank her. They're going to talk her. The woman sent, oh God, the prime minister sent to help. The people was in a disastrous situation. You know that they talk about too? How Delcy thank everybody else but the prime minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Who cares whether Delcy thank our prime minister or not? We ain't care about that. What she did it from the bottom of her heart, did it as a prime minister who is concerned about people and who loves people, and she's always going to give. My prime minister didn't have time for that. The Bible says when you give, blessings is going to come. Give and it shall be given back to you. And that is the policy and the principle of our prime minister. When you give, it will come back to you. So PNM, all of a sudden, they shut up, right? They shut up when we start talking about the cockroach bag of how much? 2 million, not TT dollars, US dollars. You didn't hear nobody say nothing. You didn't hear nobody say nothing on the opposition side. But here, what they're going to talk about now. Penny going to talk about, Lord help me here. She come to talk about the passport, what? Shortage. Let me see, I put a little note here, but I can't even find it. I can't even find it. Let me see if I have it here. You understand? This woman is so shameful. I mean, as a woman myself, I expected something better from Penny. Not the foolishness that she talking, I really expected better from Penny. Let me see if I could find it earlier. Penny and the PNM leadership, they need to understand boy, like I lost where I put that note. Well, let me make it clear, right? Due process must always be applied to everyone. Nobody should be convicted without evidence, and I believe that. And accountability must always be applied to everyone. Wealth must not place anyone above investigation. And that is what I think I have it here. Yes. Penny has raised serious question about the passport situation. What passport situation? From what has been reported from her statement, she said Trinidad and Tobago is now being told that one of the most essential documents issued by the state may be in dangerously short supply. Where she get that from? She also suggested that this was not some sudden, unforeseen emergency. Of course, she must know that. She's supposed to know that. I would say this. Ms. Beckel is right to raise question. This is her job as an opposition leader. But the opposition must not only ask question, the opposition must also answer question, and I want Penny to answer that, because reports indicated that this passport supply problem is connected to a procurement process that began under the previous administration that Penny was a part of and was not properly completed. Answer that for me, not Penny. It has been reported that the government went out to tender for passport supplies in 2023, that a supplier was identified and that the final contract was not signed before the 2025 general election. Why? Why wasn't it signed? It has also been reported that the previous letter of award was later cancelled, leaving Trinidad and Tobago without a long-term passport supplier. You know why? Because we want to do things different. We want to have it online. So tonight I want to ask Ms. Beckers respectfully, when you say this was not an unforeseen situation, who first saw it coming? Penny, answer that question. Who had responsibility when the tender started? Who had responsibility when the award was made? Answer those questions for me, Penny, and the leadership of PNM. Why was the final contract not signed before the election? This is not just a Kamala Prasad-Bissessar and her government issue. This is a state planning issue. This is a procurement issue. This is an accountability issue. Citizens should not have to suffer because government failed to plan. A passport is not a luxury. It is not a favor. It is a citizen's right to identity, travel, and access. Students need passport. Workers need passport. Business people need passport. Family needs passport. Sick people need passport for urgent medical travel. And while ordinary citizens are waiting for months, probably in some cases more than 2 years, she jumped up to talk. But who knew about it before? But like I always said, the UNC government have only been here a little over 1 year. And the amount of drama is taking place as though our prime minister is a magician. She's not God, but she always say put God in front and walk behind. And the whole truth is, I think there was a statement, I'm not quite sure, a statement from National Security talking about this passport situation. They're going to change the whole system and have it like in the States, online. So you don't have to go and line up, or you don't have to wait for appointment for how much years. We want to get away from that. We in Trinidad, we living in 2016. We are now in 2026. And this government is putting things in place. And of course, when you're changing from one failed system to one system that is going to work for the citizens, it is going to take a little time. It may also cause a little bit of inconvenience, but I can guarantee you all that, listen, it is going to work for the better of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. So don't be fooled, people. When Penny and the leadership of the PNM asking all this question, ask them what they was doing for a decade. All they did is bring this country, carry this country backward, 10 years backward, instead of we going forward. But in the name of what? We going forward. We just have a little emergency right here now, so we will take a break. Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago, and across the globe. Welcome to Real Talk Corner. Adasa, how are you?
Hi. I am fine, thank you. How are you, Esther? Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago, and across the globe. Welcome to Real Talk Corner.
Welcome back. Welcome back, my colleagues, my friends, my viewers. I guess I was a little bit too, hyper, but I just get, so overwhelmed when I listen to the PNM and the foolish talk. They're trying to be relevant, but all you had 10 years, a decade to be relevant, to do what was right. And all you didn't do it. And now we have a government who is working for the people. All you're trying to make mischief, all you're trying to destabilize this country. From the beginning, from the time we won this election, remember, they were all over the place. It was Venezuela. Only remember that? It was a Venezuela thing, as though Trinidad and Tobago was Venezuela. Right? Everything about war and what the Venezuelan government will do to us. And this, the American came to do what they had to do on the shores. It was so much a bacchanal. I want to give the PNM leadership this name. They are all drama queens. Serious drama queens. All you're attacking this government, and this government is working for the people. Citizens, do not be fooled. Do not be carried away by their fancy words and the emotional words. The first thing they wanted to, protest. Well, you ever saw them protest with you all before? Have they ever done that? No, but all of a sudden they're praying, they're protesting. But when they were in government, what the prime minister used to be saying, tighten all your belt. call us all kind of name, the people on the ground, because the people who getting and benefiting from this country under the PNM, they don't care. They don't care about these humans. Us, they don't care about us. They will come and shoot you with a gun for talking the truth without thinking twice. And you all need to understand that. I have said over and over and over again, where does the drugs and the guns come from for the little black boy to have it, to be shooting, for them to be killing one another? How the gang started, with who selling more and who have more. How all of that happened. They don't have money. Who bringing in the drugs and the guns, right? And when certain people start getting locked up because they feel they have money and they are the more powerful team, everybody want to talk and question. But this is what has to happen. How can we have people running this country doing whatever the hell they want, killing, causing the black people, the people on the ground, let me say the people on the ground, to kill out one another? And nobody's being held because they are in control. But listen, after God, our Prime Minister always say, put him in front and let us walk behind. We're going to see great results soon and very soon. It has already started, but you know what? The noise is so much. The noise is so much. The negative noise is so much. But tonight, my message is simple. Do not let noise distract you from the truth. Do not let privilege hide behind democracy. We're not going to allow that. We're going to talk out because our Prime Minister's desire is to protect the citizens, the law-abiding citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Do not let them, let the same people who weaken this system now pretend to be shocked with those systems being exposed. Trinidad and Tobago, you must follow the money. Strengthen the law and support leadership. Support our Prime Minister that is prepared to confront what others were afraid to touch. She's not afraid. Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar is not afraid to do what the others didn't do. And I stand 500% supporting her. And there are others who I know stand. We want our country to be a safe country. We want our country to be a country where we can walk the street without fear, without looking over our shoulders. So all those gang leaders and all those who are involved in criminal activities, they would kill out themselves. Prime Minister, don't be worried about them, because most of them, they are involved in criminal activities. They are the ones who doing the nasty, dirty jobs for one another, so they'll kill out one another. What we would focus on is those who want to invade people's privacy, invade people's house. Those are the ones that is to be attacked. Those are the ones we need to let go. Let me just say that only the Prime Minister had the opportunity and have the ability to say it. But what she said? Let go the clip. Let it go on them, you understand? Because too much of us as law-abiding citizens have to deal with these criminal-minded ones who don't give two hoots about who you are, what lifestyle you live, how simple, how hard you work for what you want. And this is why I will continue to say the PNM, just talk about crime, but they are the ones who encourage crime when they were there for a decade. All the fraudulent things you're hearing about in CPEP and URP and all of that, they are the ones who encourage it. They should put their face in the sand. And for you, Miss Penny, Miss 1 Cent, I'm sorry for you because you had to answer to God. You have to answer to God. You're encouraging wrong. You and your leadership, you are encouraging wrong. You're not standing up for truth. You're not standing up for righteousness. You all are a bunch of hypocrites. And all the Christians, so-called Christians, who support you all and the nonsense you do, hell will be all your portion because you all are not speaking the truth. You all are not standing up for the truth. Always want to talk about the UNC government and the Hindu government and the Indian people. With God, it have no race. With God, it have no race. So we should never see race. And I could tell you, our Prime Minister don't see race. She see the right thing. Do the right thing. And I don't care what you all have to say. Say what you want. God have the last say on my life. Or you could call me names. I am not putting up for nobody. But I know that this government, under the leadership of our honorable, beloved Kamala Persad-Bissessar, SCMP, is about doing the right for the citizens. It's about having a country that is second to none when it comes to good policy, to good living, to our children being educated, our young people being given the opportunity to work, to live, and to enjoy their life. Land for the landless, homes for those who doesn't have a home. It have nothing better than that under the PNM. And let me tell you something, eh? You know, in the ministries today, those same people, and I ain't ashamed to say it, a lot of them who supported the PNM, they fighting down to get house and to get land. When PNM was in power, why all they didn't fight and get on bar to get house and land from the PNM? But you're all there, and I mean, everybody deserves to have it. But all you're shameless. The people who supported the UNC and want to get something can't even get it because all you're still there. The PS and them who supporting the PNM still and undermining the UNC government. All you need to get out. All you have no shame. But fire go burn all year. Fire go burn all year because you all are not working with the government. All you're seeing that all you could get betterment. But all you're not working with this government. All you're not working with this prime minister. You all are being hypocritical. Yes, I say it. You're being hypocritical. And you all are undermining what this UNC government is trying to do. But I say, by the grace of God, we will get through. Our prime minister will do what she has to do. This country is going to be a country that they used to call paradise. It will surely become a paradise where everybody would want to come here because our prime minister is not about sitting down and making you all do what you think you want to do. She wants this place to be a paradise together with her hard-working ministers. And I'm not going to call names, because I might forget one or two. I am saying her ministers are working. I'm not saying all of them are perfect. None of us are perfect. But PNM leadership, all you suppose, I was saying this at the beginning. You all need to shut up, sit down, listen, and learn. Learn how to run a country. You all have never run this country the way it ought to. I'm not saying that you all never did anything, but our country should be way advanced. This is a country with resources, with money. All your full, all your pockets, send it away. See about all your people, all your finances, and then care about the people on the ground. If I was the prime minister, I would see about my people, trust me. We're not going to be no hypocrite. I would see about my people, see about my family, see about those who support us, but I will also see about everybody else. So people always stop being fooled and stop talking about the UNC thief money and thief. Who could thief money more than the PNM? Who know how to do it and cover up more than the PNM? So if the UNC doing it, we learn it from them. That's what all you must see. But the UNC is about making sure that this country is a country that is second to none for the citizens to be living comfortably according to their ideal situation. So don't be fooled tonight. I am saying to us, let us remember, do not let the noise distract you from the truth. Do not let the noise distract you. Everybody bumping their gun. You know why they're doing that? All those who say negative, because they're hurting. They're jealous that they're not in this government right now. They're jealous that they're not part of the government. But who have it so? It's them. They make their own decision. They bad talk our prime minister from top to bottom. Well, they didn't believe that we would have won because the people who have sense, they're fed up at the PNM. The Red Army, they're fed up of them. So they vote them out. It's not all of us stupid. And when all you want to talk about race, keep that for some other, I don't know, for some other aliens, because it's not about race this time around, All you can't fool us with race because, like I said it before, check how much Indians are there in the PNM. So if all you want to talk about the Indians and the way they want to talk about the PNM, want to talk about the Indians, check how much it have in the PNM. How much in the PNM opposition, in the government when they were there, in the party. Check how much. So don't make this about race. Make this about serving the people. That's what our prime minister have always said before, past, and present. Serve the people. Put God in front, walk behind, and serve the people. Serve the people. Serve the people. Hats off to our prime minister. You have done well, and you continue to do well. And my support is behind her. And I don't care what the devil in hell have to say about me. As long as I have God in front of me and I walking behind, if they come and kill me, if they put a bullet through my head, it's okay. I don't care. But as long as there's breath in my body, I would speak the truth. I will speak the truth, and the truth will set us free, because a lot of the PNM leadership personnel, all they can do is talk lies, propaganda. We are above that. Just know that. We know you all, and we calling all you out. You are wicked. You are wicked, the leadership, for the things that you all would say about our Prime Minister. But at the end of the day, she is still the Prime Minister of all the people of Trinidad and Tobago. May God bless Trinidad and Tobago. May God bless our Prime Minister abundantly to overflow, and her ministers, and those who trying to do foolishness. It is going to show up, and I know our Prime Minister is going to deal with them, because she's not about fooling around. This time around, it's not about fooling around. It's about getting the job done. It's about allowing our citizens to live with hope, to live in happiness, to live in freedom. I thank you, Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bisesa, SCMP. God bless you. May God bless Trinidad and Tobago. May God bless every one of my viewers. I love you. And to my co-host who is not here with me tonight, I am hoping that all is well. I trust that all is well with you all. Until next week, God's willing. Same time, we're going to be here. And don't forget, this Sunday, we're going to be back on Real Talk Corner, where we talk about the truth according to the kingdom of God. Yes, the truth, because there is a kingdom of God and there's a kingdom of the normal human race, human being. I salute every one of you. And before I close, no, I have to send a shout out. I send in a shout out to one of our viewers. His name is Adrian, and he is the owner of Shoguna's Auto Body Repair Center. He is one of our ardent listener, and I am thanking you all. Listen, he's one of the best salesperson it have in Central. Okay, if your car get damaged and you want parts, listen, straightening part, whatever, just go to him. Call. The number is 681-4766. Call him 681-4766. Adrian, thank you for supporting us, for viewing us, for sharing our lives. I want you to know that all is going to be well. Trinidad and Tobago is getting better. The time is coming when you all would forget about the little trivial things that we're going through. We must go through a little trials, because the PNM bring us to that. Don't blame the UNC government. Blame the PNM, who did nothing but serve themselves, the hierarchies, and themselves for 10 years, a decade. But under this government, we're going to see success. The fruit is coming out of the tree. Don't be afraid. Let us come together, stand together, work together for a better Trinidad and Tobago. I love you all. Have a great week ahead. I'm off for tonight.